Welcome to RunnerTrack, CSUB's Organizational Training and Leadership Series. This module is all about fundraising. We will go over what's allowed and what isn't, and how to determine if a fundraiser is the right one for your club. 3 resources power a club: time, energy, and money. All of them are limited, valuable, and interchangeable. In order to get more of one, you have to give up some of the other. In a nutshell, that's fundraising. You invest your time and your energy and turn it into money. This is why it's important to have a need for money and not just a want. Your pursuit of money costs time and energy, so if you don't need the money, don't spend the time and energy raising it. Before settling on a fundraiser, ask these questions. What do you want to do? If you can't find an answer, stop here. You don't need to spend time and energy fundraising. How much will it cost? Consider time, energy, and yes, even seed money. How much money do you have to work with? Or as a wise man once said, what's in your wallet? How much will you need to raise? And of course, the biggest question of them all, where will this money come from? For the first question, what do you want to do? There may be multiple answers. For example, let's say you're going to have a fancy event with a paid speaker and refreshments. You might need decorations, food and drink, and money to cover the speaker's fee. Breaking it down is more effective than just coming up with a ballpark figure and then finding yourself short of money later. When determining the cost, don't approach it like your first answer is the final answer. You've already broken your needs into parts. Figure the cost of each part and add them up. Maybe that's more than you wanted to spend and you need to find a way to lower it. You can scale back one part or eliminate it completely. Keep fine-tuning until you come to an amount that is acceptable to you. Email getinvolved@csub.edu and ask to get an updated club balance. You should be maintaining your own bookkeeping. Compare it to the reported balance and see if there are any discrepancies. As mentioned earlier, how much you need depends not just on the total cost, but what you might already have to work with. If you have money in your club account, you probably don't want to spend it all the way to zero. You want to leave some for future events. Start with how much money is in your account. Decide how much you want to leave in the account, and subtract them to determine your available funds. Now, take your estimated cost of the event, subtract the amount of available funds, and that leaves you with the amount of money you will need to raise. Now you have to figure out where that money will come from. Do a little brainstorming. How many club members do you think will help? Is there something a club member can do that can help raise money? Maybe they're an artist or a craftsperson who could make things to sell. Is there enough time to plan what you want to do? Base your ambition on your circle of influence. If you've done a fundraiser before, is there a reason you would or would not do the same one again? What fundraiser is right for your club depends on what helpers you're going to have. Bigger events require more helpers. Place helpers where they'll be the most valuable. If you need to work in shifts, plan for some overlap. Things come up with little notice. Have a plan B for helpers. Don't take in money without the president or treasurer present. Anything that requires an investment for a chance of winning is called gambling. In fact, if you can't describe what you're doing without using the word chance, it's probably not something you should be doing. Gambling is illegal. If you are asking someone to buy a chance to win, don't do it. But if you're giving away a prize with no payment, it's not gambling, it's just a drawing. Raffles are gambling because you are selling a chance to win something. Would you like to buy a ticket to win this prize? Makes it a raffle. Donation drawings are not gambling. Would you like to donate $5? We'll add you to our drawing for this prize. They're parting with the money for the reason of supporting you, not winning the prize. A donation is tax deductible because the donor is not getting something in return for their donation. They may win a prize, but they are not making the donation with the idea of quid pro quo or this for that. Sponsorships are not tax deductible because they are getting something in return, association of their brand with your organization. The best fundraiser is one with little investment, little risk, and a lot of reward. So when considering a fundraiser, ask yourself these questions. Will you need money up front? Is it a small amount or a major investment? Is there a risk of losing that money? Even if a fundraiser is low risk and low investment, if the reward won't cover your needs, keep looking. Let's look at a few fundraisers. Some restaurants support nonprofit fundraisers. Your club drives traffic to the restaurant and gets a percentage of the sales. But most clubs only generate $200 to $250 in business, leaving them with $40 or $50 in fundraising. Someone has to spend $20 for your club to make $4. If you ask the same person to donate $5, they'd probably do it. Food sales on campus can be very successful. However, they require a lot of marketing to work and a large upfront investment with a real risk of losing money. You may find your club competing with a free food giveaway or health and safety fears. Donation drawings are great, especially if your items are donated. If you have to purchase the items, your investment and risk both increase, but on the other hand, you can purchase items that might be more interesting to your supporters than the donated item. The same is true about silent auctions. If the items are donated, your investment and risk are literally zero, and anything you make is free money. Yard sales are awesome. Club members donate a bag or box of household items. Advertising on social media is free. Anything you make at all is free money, but there is the risk of items getting stolen, and how much you make depends more on your sales ability and less on the quality of the goods you get donated. Grants and sponsorships are great if you can get them. No investment, no risk, but there's a lot of competition and you may not get any money at all for a lot of effort. Grants and sponsorships also come with strings attached, and you need to be able to deliver on whatever you promise to get the grant. Car washes are a bad idea. The potential for good money is there, but if you scratch a car, you'll never afford the paint job. The risk is too high to justify the reward. Finally, date auctions and maid auctions used to be popular, but are completely inappropriate. Your club does not want to be associated with human trafficking, no matter how innocent it might seem. If someone makes a donation to your club, they will occasionally ask for proof so they can write it off as a tax deduction. If a donor asks you for this information, the donor needs to write an email to CSUB's accounting department to request a W-9. The school does not want clubs involved in this process except to give the instructions to the donor. Improper use of a tax ID could jeopardize the university's tax-exempt status. If this situation comes up, contact us at getinvolved@csub.edu and we'll give you specific instructions. Here are a few last thoughts about fundraising. If you need the money for something specific, do it. If not, your time and energy are better spent elsewhere. Know how much you need so that you don't hold your fundraiser and still end up short of funds or put more time and money into a fundraiser than necessary. Look at every fundraising opportunity and weigh its investment, risk, and potential reward. Gambling is out. Don't do it. Do not make a person a prize. And try to make it fun. If what you have planned doesn't look fun, keep looking. Thank you for watching our Runner Tracks Officer Training and Leadership video on fundraising. Please return to the Runner Tracks training form, answer a few questions about this video, and submit the form. If you have questions or want more information, email us at getinvolved@csub.edu. And please watch our other Runner Tracks videos.